Had a wonderful, absolutely wonderful discussion this forenoon, actually noon, and people are welcome to come to it. It's a personal growth discussion, and today we were talking about ego. So if it's something that you want to join us in, it is on Zoom. It's very interactive, and it is shared discussion around some growth topic. And today it was around ego. What is ego? Well, generally, we agreed that ego is that kind of a shell, that mask, that shield we put us around ourselves, usually headed up with the labels. I'm a school teacher. I was, you know. I'm a coach. I am, you know. I've been a financial advisor for 40 years and still am. I am and do, you know. I've been in Toastmasters for 30 years, leading and growing. All that's true. But I'm hiding behind that unless I can be ego-free of it. Do I have to be totally ego-free? No, because I'm pretty proud of those accomplishments. And as I look at them and celebrate them, that is all of that mix that has made me who I am. But, you know, when people would often look at me and say, "Oh, I can't believe I could ever be like you." And you can just kind of pick and preen a little bit and climb up on that pedestal because that's where they've decided they're putting you, and you kind of like it up there. I'll tell you that pedestals are very dangerous places. If you fall off a pedestal, especially the higher it is, the more dangerous and bigger is the fall. So ego sometimes gets in there and extends who we think we are because somebody else thought you were something special. Well, I can tell you, people have been telling me quite a bit about how special I am with my straight talk, my opinion, my down-to-earth approach, and it feels really good. But I know where I came from. I know how I got what I've got. And I know that I've been to hell and back in a handbasket. I know that might not be pretty language, but I have lived it. And with that knowing of having lived it, I don't need to let ego set me up. Sometimes people say, well, if you're coming in the house or if you're coming into the meeting, if you're coming into this conference, whatever you're coming into, park your ego outside the door. What do they mean? Don't come in here lording it over everybody. We're all people doing what we can do to come together and learn. That's what this is about. So park your ego. Oh, but that's hard. I go to prison. And when the men first met me, and when the new men, as they transition through the different locations, as they get to meet me, it's kind of, oh, look at her. She can do so much. And so they can put you on this little pedestal if you're not careful. And it's natural for us to be in awe of someone. And it's so natural to want to feel that wonderful feeling of being, hey, you've really done something. It's all wonderful feelings, but it's going to hurt when. And so service leadership, I'm really going around in circles here. There's so many things that I've learned over the years, but service leadership is different than the leadership that has a paycheck attached to it. If you want to lead people and they have a paycheck coming through you, that's not real leadership. That's coercion. I've got your paycheck. Do as I tell you. That is not leadership. So there's leadership. And then there's self-leadership, which is I'm responsible for me. Go and ask for what I need to know and apply it and be an adult, be myself, be responsible for me. That is self-leadership. And then here's the one that's really hard on the ego is the service leadership. Now, leadership through service is a whole different animal. And quite often we recognize it. You can say, well, the Rotary Club serves children. Yes, they do. The Kiwanis serves community and children. Yes, they do. And they get nothing back for it. Well, they might get a certificate and a recognition, but mostly they do it because that's the right thing to do. Self-leadership is hard on the ego because indeed, once somebody has had service leadership, when you reach into service leadership, I reach in and help those inmates raise themselves up. And when they get up, they look around, they say, look what I did. They don't even know that I helped them. They might have some idea, that they're standing up and speaking because I came in and said, hey, stand up and speak. But when they actually do it and they look around and they say, oh, there's something other than fists. There's something other than a mouth that yells. There is respect and dignity and somebody listening, and I get a chance to speak, and then I get a chance to listen. Service leadership is like that one. So ego, have you got ego? And is it driving you? If it is, beware. Because if your ego has you puffed up and up on your own little pedestal, the fall, you might land on your head, and brain injury is not good. Others can raise you up and you can say, thank you, and stay up on that pedestal. Still a dangerous place. Be careful about ego. It's not that ego is bad. We need it for our own self-confidence and our own self-development, but it is not the driver. It is not the driver. Think about driving the bus. Your bus. You drive the bus. And ego is over here on the side helping to navigate. Now ego serves. Fair enough? We need to be able to discern between ego, what's healthy, a right boundary, what's right to do, why am I doing it, what's the intention, where am I giving my attention. I love words. Words are so powerful. But really think about the discernment. How do you discern? What are the distinctions you make? Who is driving your bus? Who is driving your bus? Consider how wonderful it would feel to be confident in being able to discern and be aware of when is ego getting in there? When is puffing myself up getting in when I can't listen and discern what the common man, because if you're on the pedestal, everybody else is common. What the common person is saying. I invite you to follow, get in touch with me at link.sandravalks.ca for a call so that we can look at who's driving your bus, because the power of words in your communication to yourself and to the others is beautiful, powerful, and sometimes can hurt when you land on your head. It's Coach Sandra, compassionate queen of straight talk. You can drive your own bus. I can help you. Please follow, click.